This is News You Can Use.
What a beautiful weekend in the great state of Georgia. Our neighbors, they wrapped up a week of spring break, temporarily extending the borders of Georgia to include the entire Florida Gulf Coast. The World Series champion, Atlanta Braves, opened up a new season, hopefully a championship season, of America's pastime. And down in Augusta, we all enjoyed the unofficial start of spring. Didn't look like it on Saturday, but Sunday, the Masters completed itself and spring was on. There's nothing like it. And seeing Tiger Woods make another return to golf had us all celebrating a beautiful aspect of the American story, of the human story, the comeback. Following the Masters, my television stayed tuned to CBS for a regular part of Lisa and my Sunday evenings, watching 60 Minutes. The program opened with a truly inspiring story, an interview with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He shared about the adversity and the pain that the Ukrainian people are experiencing as they stand off with the actions of a military force driven by Vladimir Putin, a man who can only be described as evil. As Russia mounted its unprovoked aggression against Ukraine, Zelenskyy had a choice as a leader how he would respond: fight or flight. He could have done what we all witnessed a few months ago. As the Taliban took control of Afghanistan, the Taliban's effort had the Afghanistan president making a decision, fight or flight. Ashraf Ghani had the same choice as Zelenskyy, except fight, not so much. Flight, that's what he did. He chose to fight, catching the first flight out of Kabul to find political asylum in the United Arab Emirates. Seemingly, the will to fight for the entire Afghanistan people also went with him. We then all witnessed an entire nation that had been well armed by us and trained by us settle into the role of victim, immediately surrendering their freedom to the Taliban. The actions of leaders have consequences, good or bad. Zelenskyy was not facing the threat of rogue terrorists on the back of pickup trucks. He was facing a much greater enemy, the Russian army, armed with missiles, tanks, airplanes, and the threat of chemical and nuclear weapons. How would Zelenskyy respond? Fight or flight? Zelenskyy, a hero now in our generation, he chose to fight. The United States offered asylum for Zelenskyy when Russia first mounted their unprovoked aggression. Zelenskyy responded with the now infamous quote, "The fight is here. I need ammunition, not a ride." His response was nothing short of heroic. And as a result, the Ukrainian people responded in kind. Ordinary tradespeople, farmers, businessmen and women, mothers and fathers, they've dug in for the fight, and fight they have. Yes, there's been horrific tragedy, unspeakable acts of aggression against innocent civilians, and tremendous damage to Ukraine. However, what has been made abundantly clear over the past 7 weeks is that the Ukrainian people will be victorious. Good will triumph over evil. And leadership, it matters. Coming into work today, I had fresh inspiration from Zelensky's leadership. Our nation is facing very real challenges: inflation, gas prices, supply chain issues, and a growing political divide. And the housing and housing finance industry, well, it's also facing some serious headwinds: low inventory, rising interest rates, and tremendous uncertainty in the days, weeks, months ahead. Compared with the challenges of the Ukrainian people, we have absolutely nothing to complain about. However, just like Zelenskyy, we do have a choice of how we will respond to our own challenges: fight or flight, hero or victim. And every single person that loves you is watching. My challenge to myself and to all of you is to choose to fight. Choose to respond heroically to the challenges that we're facing. You see, many of you are leaders as well. Leaders in your businesses, leaders in your churches. leaders in your community, leaders in your family. You have influence, and your words and your actions impact the words and actions of others. If you choose to respond heroically to the challenges we're facing, not only will you persevere, but you might inspire others to do the same now and in their futures. I'd like to leave you today with one final Zelenskyy quote. We're all here defending our independence, our freedom, our country, and it will stay that way. Glory to the men and women defending us. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. This is News You Can Use.